What if I told you that one smart decision can change your financial story forever? Welcome to Dan West Academy, where we learn, grow, and win together in the forex market. In this video, I'm going to share some powerful insights that can help you understand the market and trade smarter. So let's dive in. From our last video, even though that video wasn't really that good like that, but I believe this one is going to be much more better than the our first video. uh we stopped at we're running a back test on our main strategy, and like I said before, the strategy we have been using have been a strategy that has been existing for years now, that most millionaires and billionaires traders have been using to cash out a lot from the market. So today I'm going to be like running you guys through some important things you have to know. But at first, I'm going to do a brief walkthrough on how our strategy looks like. So we're talking about support and resistance, which is now formally called ICC. ICC. So you might ask yourself, what does ICC mean? And we know that ICC means indication, correction, and continuation. So that is the full meaning of ICC: indication, correction, and continuation. These three concepts, each of them have a different meaning and a different approach to the market. You understand? So they all mean different things, and this is what we'll be using to take a lot of money from the market. And if you learn this strategy very well, you're going to have a win rate of at least 90% win rate, because it works all the time. I must assure you, it works all the time. So let's keep that aside. So how do we implement this strategy? Now, we all know normally that the market moves in three directions, and one is what? It moves in an uptrend when the market is going up. You understand? And the second one is it moves sideways when the market is consolidating. It's at the middle. During this period, we don't take trade, because any trade you take during this period might end up in a loss. And then we have when the market is in a downtrend. When the market is downtrending, it's going down. You understand? So this period of consolidation, we don't trade it at all. We don't trade this period at all. You have to try as much as possible to avoid trading within this period. It's not going to make sense for you to trade within this period. You understand? So when the market is ranging up, we are expected to be buying, look for buy opportunity. When it's ranging down, we're expected to look for selling opportunity. You understand? So this is uptrend and this is downtrend. You understand? So now, where does ICC come in place within this? How does ICC come in here? That is this. So I'm going to show you how ICC come in play here, right here. So ICC comes in whenever, let's start with uptrend. When the market is moving in an uptrend like this, right? You see, the market is making higher highs. Like this was the last high the market made. So you can see, this was the last high right here the market made. And sometimes the market makes a new high and comes back and makes another high. So currently, this is the next high that the market made, as you can see right here. Understand? So the market made this high before, it went up and made another high, came back and correct, made another high. So how does ICC come in place right here? ICC comes in place. Let's start with the indication. So how do we get an indication? An indication is whenever price breaks, you understand? So whenever price breaks a structure, it broke this last high. Here was the first high, price came, broke it and made another high. This is called the indication. So I'm going to label this green. This is our indication. And then when price starts coming back, we don't trade, we wait patiently for price to come back into that zone or within that zone. So when price come back into that zone, is called our correction. So price is correcting at that moment. And then our continuation is whenever price starts coming back up. This is like a confirmation entry. When price is inside the zone, we don't take any trade. We wait until we see that price is becoming bullish. It starts coming above the zone that we marked blue. When it starts coming above the zone, that is where we then look towards to enter for the trade. We can now take our entry. As soon as price closes above this zone, we then take our trade, our stop loss below, and we can target this first high you see here, this first high, or we can target 1:2, but mostly I do target 1:2 risk to reward ratio. You understand? I usually target 1:2 risk to reward ratio. So that is just how the market works. We wait for an indication, a break, wait for a correction, wait for price to come close above the zone, and we take our entry. So that is how we proceed with for the buyer's scenario when we are looking to buy the market. So now this is where we are going to buy, right here at this level right here. You understand? So and secondly, we have our when market is trending down, still the same thing. Market is trending down. How do we know market is trending down? We see market came and broke the recent low. It broke this low, you can see here, this one, it broke it. It came back to correct and broke again. It came back again to correct and still does the same thing. You understand? So the first low right here was broken, right? Okay. And after the break, price came back up there to correct, and then when it came out here and closed below here, that is when you can take entry for sale. But if you don't want to trade this, you can wait for another break to happen, for market to come and break another low. This is the next low that market formed, right? And market now broke below right here, came back for correction. We can still take a trade right here. You understand? So that is basically how the market works. So looking at this trade, we know for sure that most time markets usually reverse. Now ICC works so perfectly, you understand, whenever market is trending up or downward. The only time you can lose in ICC is when you get in too early or you get in too late, you know, or you get in at the wrong direction of the market. For example, now price is very possible for price to come and have a change of character. Instead of price to create to come back here and then break, it now goes and break this high right here. It went and broke this high. We now know that okay, the price has shifted bullish. We now have to start looking for ways to buy. You understand? And whenever this thing happens, most times you don't know, and most times it can happen whenever maybe price has broken structure on this day, right? And price is coming back, right? And then you are waiting for price to close below. Most times price doesn't close below. It doesn't give us that entry. It now goes and breaks, so you can avoid the loss. And sometimes if price closed below, right, and it closed below here and is unable to cause another break, it can also reverse from there. So we don't predict that. That is unavoidable. You understand? The only way you can avoid scenarios like this from the market is you just have to be sure of your trade. You have to take the right trade. And the right trade is you wait for a confirmation. Whenever you see price has broken and closed below, you take the trade. But when you see price now goes and broke to the upside, right, you are now looking to buy, and price comes back again to that zone and came and closed above, we are taking the buy immediately with no time to waste. Take the buy to the upside. So that is just how this strategy works. I'll be dropping a free course online that will cover all these basic things that you have to know. So without wasting time, we'll be moving straight to our to the real chart, so I can show you how this work. I'll be back testing series of trades today, and as you can see, our balance here is currently at $1,000. So I'll be taking this $1,000 to $10,000 with backtest, so that you learn and know how it actually works. I'm actually here to help you. There is no need to fear. All you just have to do is to like and subscribe on this video, so that it can give me that motivation to keep posting more. I'm actually here to help as many people that needs help. I'm here for you. So if you need any help, I'm going to be here for you to help you and assist you, so that you achieve your goals and your dream. Forex trading basically is for financial freedom. Everyone actually wants financial freedom, but are you willing to sacrifice this time to learn and be perfect in all this? If you have any questions, so you drop it down in the comment section. So let's dive straight to the charts. Now basically, one thing I forget to tell you is that while trading ICC, we use the 1 hour time frame. That's what we call time frames, and I assume you're all supposed to have known that. We have 1 minute time frame, 15 minutes. This is the 15 minutes time frame. We have different time frames right here: 1 hour, 2 hours, 4 hours. So while trading ICC, we use 1 hour and 4 hour. 1 hour for our entry, 4 hour for our direction. Most times 1 hour for direction and also 1 hour for entry. So we use the 1 hour time frame for entry and also direction, and also we use the 4 hour time frame for just direction, not for entry. We don't use the 4 hour time frame for entry, but the 1 hour time frame is more accurate in terms of entry. I'm going to prove that to you. If you're using 15 minutes and 5 minutes time frame, there are a lot of noises there, so most times you either get in early on 15 minute time frame or you get in late, which can make it to lose trade. But the 1 hour time frame is more accurate with this strategy, so I'm going to prove that to you. So right here we'll go to the 1 hour time frame. Right, we are currently at the 1 hour time frame, but let's go to the 4 hour time frame to check our direction. Looking at the 4 hour time frame, you can see that the market is in an uptrend, right? Exactly. So how do we know that? This was a high, right? We are going to be marking current highs. When you come to the market, look for current highs. For example, on this day, now if I wanted to trade this day,
on my skin, ghostly thoughts embrace me, feeling you within. Why'd you have to leave me?
If I wanted to trade this day, like I said, I'm going to identify current high that market has broken. Now I see that market has broken this high, right? Exactly. So market broke above this high, even though market did not come into this zone for us to take a buy, but we do not have a trade on this day. You understand? So this is a high, and also this is also another high too, right? This is another high, and also this is the current high currently. After market broke this high to the upside, we have this high, and this high has been taken out also. Market has broken this high, so we know for sure that market is in an uptrend, right? So then we don't do anything next. What we have to do is to go to the 1 hour time frame. So At the 1 hour time frame now, currently, uh, let me take these out. Let's keep it here. Okay, so at the 1 hour time frame currently, market is in an uptrend. So let's start identifying where we can enter for a buy. So we see our market broke this high, right? Our market did not come back to this high to give us our entry. You see that market came, right? And then we broke this high, but it did not come here close above to give us our entry to the upside, right? So what we have to do is we are going to look for a new break of structure to be formed. So right here currently there is no break of structure. Market has not broke up or broke down. You understand? We just have only this high. So market has to take this high for us to know, okay, we are buying, or market have to take this low for us to know that, okay, we are going to be selling. You understand? So that's how we are going to do that. So now let's watch and see what's going to happen. We'll put this on let's put this on 1 hour. So let's see what's going to happen. So market didn't break this high, as you can see. When we, for market to break a high, market needs to come and close above that high, not this week. This is a week. This is also a week. Market needs to close above it. That is considered a valid break of structure. So let's wait and see what's going to happen next. Okay, as you can see now, the market has broken below. So the market is now looking bearish. It's now looking bearish. What do I mean by bearish? We have what we call bullish. The bullish is for buys. I have bearish. The bearish is for sells. So market is looking bearish now. It's selling currently, downtrend. So what we have to do is, let's mark the current structure. We see that market has broken. This was a low. The market broke through. So we are going to wait for market to what? We're going to wait for market to come back there, close below, and we'll take our trade. So let's see what's going to happen. Let's see what's going to happen. So on this day, we do not trade. Whenever market is doing this, we do not trade. We wait for, okay. So what can we see now? Market didn't come back to that level. Instead, it broke this low, right? We have another break right here. You see, we broke this low. So when market came down all the way from here, we had a break, right? And this was the current low currently. So this low has been what? Broken now, giving us this as our new low. So what can we do? Now that this low has been broken, we are going to wait for price to come back. Price has already come back into the zone and close outside, and then we can take a sell to the downside. You understand? So that's what we are going to wait for now. Okay, so you see market has broken the low and closed outside. So right here we do not take a trade, because it's going to make us, if we take a trade here, our stop loss will be here, and it's going to make us have a very big stop loss. We are trying as much as possible to avoid that, so we still don't enter. Now that market has broken this, we'll wait for market to pull back to that level again before taking our sells. So okay, market has pulled back to that level. All right, and then one thing I didn't mention to you guys is session timing. We have the London session and the New York session, and they have time. I'm going to do a separate video for that. They have times. They usually start, like London session starts by 2 to 5 o'clock New York time, UTC -4. Then New York session start by 8 to either 4 o'clock New York time. So whenever we are trading, we must trade within section, either in London section or New York section. If this trade has formed and we check the time, it is not at New York section. See, when this pullback happened, it was actually at 2 o'clock, which is London session, because London session starts by 2 o'clock. So now we are going to wait for a closure outside for us to take the trade. So let's take this to 15. Let's see if price closes below that line, that zone. Okay, price has closed below that zone, right? And this is still London section, 4 o'clock. Then we can take a sell from there. Keep our stop loss above. Now we have a smaller stop loss. Target 1:2 ratio. That's what we are going to be targeting. Most traders usually target 1:3. This is the risk to reward ratio 3. So 1 trade to 3, and most target 1:2. But 1:2 ratio usually work more. You understand? It usually work more because you have a smaller ratio and you have a good trade. So let's see how this trade is going to go. This trade has broken structure, came back to that zone, closed outside. It must close outside. If not, you don't take the trade, because most times if market don't close outside, market can just keep going up and have a change of character and start looking bullish for buys. But market has to close outside to give us that confirmation that yes, it's actually going to go down, right? And we are taking that trade because market broke this level. As you can see, we broke this level. I'm not marking this wick, I'm marking the body closure of the candle. So it broke below this level, closed outside, and we are taking the trade. So I'll be taking this trade and I'll be risking $500 on this trade. Okay, so let's see how it goes. So this happened so perfect. It happened so perfect. So currently we have $2,000. So looking at this, it happened just like I said. Market, we have to identify a break of structure. That is our what? Indication. Our correction happens next. Continuation, market must close below for what? The continuation. That is ICC, buy trade by side. So this happens every day in the market and you can cash out. So now what can we see again? Market has what? Broken another level. This was a low, right? And market has broken through it. We wait for market to do what? To come back again to that zone, and we can look to what? To sell. So let's see what's going to happen next. Now looking at this, instead of market to come back to that zone, market now came and broke another structure again, right? Market came and had another break right here. So it has broken a structure again, which are supposed to be looking to enter for sales right here. But look at the time. Look at the time. This is 21 o'clock. This is Asian section. We don't trade Asian section. We only trade London section by 2 o'clock till 5 o'clock, and New York section. So because this happened during Asian section, we do not trade. So let's see what's going to happen. We do not trade on this session. Okay, now we are in session timing. This is 8 o'clock New York session, and we see that market has broken this high, right? Recently it has broken this high. So we could take this trade to the upside if market does what? Pulls back here. If market comes back down to this zone, close above, then we can take it to the upside. But let's see if it's going to do that. And also we have to be aware of this zone, because this zone is a zone where sellers are sitting currently. Sellers are in this zone. You can see that sales happened very well at this zone on the 1 hour time frame. So it's possible for market to come back to that zone for correction and close outside and give us a continuation. Very, very possible for that to happen. So let's watch what is going to happen. Okay, price did not come back to give us entry for buy, so we do not buy. We keep waiting. Now price has done what? Has retested this level on this day, but this is 15 o'clock, so we do not trade. We wait patiently. This is 20 o'clock, we do not trade. Wait till London section. And now we are approaching London section. While approaching London section, what do we see? We see that price has done what? Has broken this low, right? It has broken this low. Now we are waiting for a correction and a close outside. So the correction is currently happening, and this is the candle. Let's see if that candle is going to close outside it. So let's see if it's going to close outside. Okay, so it's beginning to come outside, and this is during New York session, so we could take this trade. We could take this trade. We could take this trade. Target 1 is 2, so with our stop loss right above this high. Okay, so let's see what's going to happen. This is during the New York session, so wait patiently for price to go into our what direction. All right, so price has gone to our direction, and this trade is going to take, because we are trading on the 1 hour time frame, so this trade is going to take till it happened till the next day New York session. So it lasted for like 24 hours or so. So you just have to wait patiently for price to hit your target before going out. So this happened so perfect. Let's continue. So now what can we see on this day? On this day, we see on the 1 hour time frame that price has broken below this level, right? Exactly. So what can we do? You see price has broken below this level. We are waiting for price to come back, close outside, and we take our trades. Just keep repeating. And this is a random date I just choose. You understand? It's not like I know that these things actually happen. This is the strategy. The strategy happens. It happens. So whenever it happens, you just have to follow it, and you will be very profitable. Trust me, 100% you'll be profitable. So let's wait for market to come back to that level. As we can see, market didn't come back to that level. What the market did, it broke this level again, right? It broke this level. So now let's expect market to come back here. Once market comes back again to this level, we'll look to take a sell. If it closes below, we'll take a sell to the downside. So let's see what's going to happen. Market is back into that level. Let's check the time. This is 8 o'clock New York session. Okay, so let's see if market will close below it. Exactly what we needed. So market has closed below. Then we can take our trades, our stop loss right there, and then our take profit 1:2. We are going to target. Okay. Perfect. So let's see how this trade plays. All right, so this was perfect. We are at $5,000 currently. Okay, so now what can we see again? We see that market has what? Broken another structure, right? Exactly. So we are going to wait for price to pull back there, close above, and we take our entry to the downside. So let's see what's going to happen. So now what can we see currently? We are seeing that the market is actually wasting time to come to this zone. This was the last low that the market actually made. After making this low, it's wasting time to come back here. You can see all these mess are happening right here, right? This is like a consolidation. so it's wasting time to come back here. If you look at our past trade, you see if market breaks a structure, why coming back? If it doesn't come back here immediately, it will now come and break another structure. If it doesn't come back to this zone immediately, it can just come back a little bit and then come and cause another break, right? So but currently you see it's actually wasting time, and it's beginning to show me that sellers might start losing steam, like there might not be much sellers any longer, and this might be a reversal. Market might start going to the upside, but let's see what's going to happen. Okay, we see this large bullish momentum. The market is actually now going to the upside, right? So and this was the last high that got broken, right? We no longer trade this level any longer again, because it's now looking like market is beginning to change direction. Most people can try to get in right here. For example, let's try to get in right there. And see what might happen. Target 1:2. Let's try to get in. So on this trade, if you're not sure of a trade, you can risk low. What time is this? These are 0:0. We don't trade at this time. We trade by 2. So don't trade at this time. We trade by 2 o'clock. So this 2 o'clock. By 2, let's see if market is going to close below. It doesn't close below. It went and broke structure high. You see, that is the best way to avoid a loss. Some people might sell here, and this time is at 0:0, which is not 2 o'clock, which is not London session. So people can sell here and end up losing. So now we see market has changed direction. It's now looking bullish for buys. So what can we do? We wait for market to what? Now it has broken. Wait for market to pull back and we trade. Okay, why pulling back? It didn't come back here and it broke another structure again, right? So wait for market to what? Come back to that zone again and we trade. So wait for market. Now it has broken again this high. Wait for market to what? To come back, close above, and we trade. Okay, it didn't come back again. It now went and broke another what? Structure, right? With the same thing happens. Now it has come back into that zone, and this is at New York session. So wait for a closure above for us to take a buy. All right, so we've gotten that. We can now comfortably take a buy from there with our stop loss below here. 1:2. Okay. So let's see this New York session. Let's see what's going to happen. All right, so it happened perfectly. Okay, happened perfectly. So all this was a drawdown. When market came back down here, we are in loss, but because we kept our stop loss below this level, below this low you see here. Why did we keep our stop loss there? Because you know if market comes and break it, then it's changing direction. It means that we'll begin to look for selling opportunities, no longer buying opportunities. So currently it just came and it respected it and pushed back up. Okay, so now market again has broken this level, right? Wait patiently for it to come back and retest it. This is at 0:0 o'clock, not to London section. So now currently we see another break right here. This was a bearish candle. Price broke above, right? Price broke above it and had come back to retest it. So let's see what's going to happen on the 15-minute time frame. We have to be cautious here. Okay, price is closing outside, and if you look at the correction, it didn't come inside. It's corrected right on it. So this is also a valid trade to take when price corrects here. and this is during New York session, so we can look to take a buy from here. We can look to take a buy, and then we keep our stop loss right below this level, and our take profit 1:2.
Echoes in the hallway. Shadows dance so slowly. Eyes closed in the doorway. Memories fall so whole.
This is the 1 hour,
Lost in
so it goes fast.
we are.
Okay, so that happened so perfect. So this is at $9,000, and I said in this video I'm going to take it to $10,000. So now what can we see? Market has broken above again, right? So we are waiting for markets to what, come back and correct, and then we look for another buying opportunity. So it didn't come back, but let's see if this was a break. Yeah, this was a break. So market has broken below this, above this high, and then we are going to wait for market to close above to look for buy opportunities. Okay, and this is during this 18 o'clock. We do not trade on this day, on this time. We trade from London section, so we do not trade on that time. Now market has flipped towards bearish. Is now giving us selling opportunities, right? Selling opportunities. Has broke below this low, so wait for price to come back, and this is during this 22, so maybe during London session it might come back for correction. Let's see. Okay, so market has what, come back for a correction, and this is during New York session. Did we close above and below? Yes, we closed below. So let's still wait a little bit to see what's gonna happen. Oh my god, man, we missed this. What the fuck? We missed this. We missed this. We missed this. We missed this because of how I'm playing it. It's going very fast, so we do not trade because we missed this opportunity. So now it has broken this. Wait for another opportunity to form. Let's see. Okay, the price has what? It has pulled back to that level. This is during New York session. You can take a sell from here, from this level, and we target 1:2. So this might be our 10,000. So we can risk more on this trade, maybe to get more than 10,000. Let me just risk like $2,000 on this trade, or let me risk 1,000. I don't really want to waste time. Okay, so that was a loss.
Lights so dim and cold. Darkness whispers softly. Dreams lost in the fog. Loneliness calls me softly. Echoes in the hallway. Shadows dance so slowly. Eyes closed in the doorway. Memories.
So that was a loss. Loss is inevitable. Also, so price is flipping bullish at this moment. Why? How do we know that? Because right here there was a break. This was a valid loss. As you can see, my take profit was actually here, but price came close, and so it was a valid loss. So price is actually flipping bullish, but let's see what's going to happen right here, because this zone still remains a valid zone. And I feel like one of the mistakes we made on this trade, we made a mistake, is that we are supposed to mark the candle body closure, not this week right here. We are supposed to mark this body closure right there. So that is the mistake we made. So we are supposed to mark that. You understand? Now price is at that level, so we can look to sell. What time is this? 7 o'clock. So this will be a very valid sell opportunity, very valid one. This will be a very valid selling opportunity, 1:2. So we made a mistake before. That was the reason for that loss. So on this trade we can risk let's risk $3,000 on this trade, so that This video don't get long. So okay, this 1 hour. Perfect. Very, very perfect. So now we are at $15,000. So you see how the trade works. Now you learned from my losses, my mistakes, because most times we are not that perfect. We make mistakes when we are marking candle closures. When market have a break, we have to mark the body. You understand? The body of the candle for market to come to that body, not the wick, not this wick. We mark the body. So currently here we marked the wick. That was the reason why we took a loss. So let's see if there is any scenario like that. Let's see if there's any scenarios, more scenarios like that. Okay, so that is just it. It's just you guys have actually learned what it means to take a loss and what it means to actually have a winning trade. That is just basically what ICC is all about: indication, correction, and continuation. You understand? But trust me, if you're very good at this strategy, you just have to learn. That financial freedom you are looking for can actually come if you work towards it. Most of these traders, some traders that online who takes $100 to $1 million, they do a lot of challenges like that. Most of them use this strategy, but some of them call it support and resistance, while some of them call it ICC strategy. So they use this strategy because they know that this strategy is the perfect strategy to use to actually cash out from the market. This is the right strategy to use to cash out from the market. Yesterday I took a trade on gold, using this strategy, and I'm going to show you the screenshot. So I took a screenshot of that. I'm going to share it here while I'm uploading this video to YouTube. So this strategy works perfectly. You just have to sacrifice and learn, and trust me, I am willing to teach you whatever you want to know. Drop any question in the comment section. And our site currently is with a developer, so he's still trying to build the site. So that site, I'm going to be dropping like free signals each day, and it will have a community of people where we chat together as friends, as families, build up our groups and stuff like that. We have both free courses and paid courses. But for you to get to the advanced level where we are now, you have to do a lot. You have a lot to cover. You have a lot to cover. So I'll be dropping video back to back so that you understand how this works. So what you just have to do is learn, get a note, write down most information I pass here. You understand? And there are many more informations you have to know about trading. Many more that I'm willing to teach you. I'm available any day, anytime. You understand? So we are going to stop here because we've passed our goals of $10,000, but we are going to actually stop here. If we want to take a trade, we'll just wait for this low